Drake, it's great to have you back for part 3 of setting up my mobile site, and really excited to see what you got and explain to people the process. We've been sharing the development of this product you've been building up and rolling out, and over to you to take the show away.
Thank you, Martin. And hey, guys, we have the tiny little bugs we had the last time all worked out. And Martin, thanks for the time. All right, so where we left off the last time was on Martin's vCard. So what I'm going to do is, excuse me, I'm actually going to switch. Martin, can I take over the screen so I could?
You got it. So go ahead and share your screen and so people can see it.
Awesome. All right, let's see. All right, so where we left off the last time is that we were going to build Martin's digital business card. And this is just a quick little view of how this all works. But we're going to go through the process of showing everyone how to quickly build a digital business card. Now, the neat thing about a digital business card is that when you share this or when people put it onto their phone, there's an easy way for them to download your content or download your contact information right to their database. We like to say that they'll never lose your business card again, which is kind of cool. So with that said, we're going to go over here. We're going to go down to company information first. And you'll see that we've already got it built in here. All right, so we see Martin Brossman Associates, what department he's in, address, city, state, office, email, etc. And then after you build that for the first time, you will build company employees as well, and you can have multiple employees. And this is really simple. So if we wanted to edit it really fast, we could take a look. We've pretty much put all the nice, easy fields in here for you. Just to fill in, you can add your photo, you can add an icon, etc. You can add notes, and sometimes we add bio here. You can enable it, disable it very easily. And then you just click Save. Now, once we have that done, we're going to go back to the page where we're going to build his card. And we've already put a page in here, but we're going to delete this. So this is where we can show you how easy it is. So we'll delete this page. Okay. And we're going to add a page. We're going to say Add. And we're going to call it Martin Brossman. Or actually, let's put Martin's contact information. Okay. We're going to make it visible so this way it's seen inside the menu system. And it's asking us where it wants us to put it. So we're just going to add it. And you'll see it put it down here. But we don't want it here. We want to put it right above this. Now, if we wanted to, we could actually add a background to it or a background color, etc. If we wanted to, that's really simple. You can just go here, select, and let's see if we've got a background. So for the time being, we'll just use this. Confirm, and we'll hit Save. Once that button turns to gray, you can go in and you can edit the actual page.
Very cool.
Very simple, which is nice. Now, oh, so sorry, I picked the wrong page. There we go. Edit. Okay. So here what we want to do is we want to add a vCard. So that's right here, which is it actually started off as a Microsoft thing, as a vCard or a VCF file. And that's a standard. And then we sort of just drag it till we see that blue line. And we enter it. Then it asks, okay, who do we want to add? Now, currently, we only have one person in Martin's company in here. But if we clicked on this, it would give us a list of different people we've added as employees. It's asking us if we want to show his picture, which we added. And we can say no, yes, an alternative icon if we wanted to. But for now, we'll say yes. It's going to ask us what type of link type. So we're going to use this as a download for him right now. Do we want to show description? We'll say no initially. We're going to ask what are they going to be? The icon colors. We could always change this. We can change it to, let's see. I don't know Martin's blue offhand, but I think it's somewhere.
It's pretty close.
It's probably somewhere right around here.
Yep, a little darker. There we go. That's
right about there.
Close enough.
Okay. It's going to ask us how we want to align the text. And do we want to show his name? And we'll go into the reason why it's asking all these questions, because you can get very creative with your digital business card and make it fun. So anyway, we're just going to hit confirm. And look, there we go.
Wow.
We have Martin's information. Now, because we've entered all the information already, these are links. So if somebody clicked on this, it would call him. If we have his cell phone number, it would call his cell. It will email him. It'll give you directions to a company's address. It'll pull up a map. This is to download his vCard file. And this one here is still in beta, but shortly what it'll do is it'll send everything via text. So now this is nice. What we can do is we can publish it. And Martin, for the fun of it, and we'll leave this up for a second.
That's yes.
Everybody scan that.
Cool. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Let me scan it. Scan it. 1 second. I get my scanner here. So I am, now we see me scanning. Oop, let me go back. There we go. Scan. Back. Scanned.
Cool.
And that lets me see it.
All right. Okay.
Excellent. Looking nice there.
Oh, so let's just play with this for 1 second. And let's add something a little neat. First of all, we actually put the background on the wrong page before. So let's go fix that real fast. Confirm. And we'll hit save. We'll go back now. Martin, if you refresh that screen real fast, you'll see a blue background now. Okay. Now, obviously, blue might not have been the right choice.
Right, sure, but we're just seeing how it works.
Well, what we can do is we say, "Oh no, wait a minute, we want that
a blue background." Got it. Excellent.
Change it to white, and bam, it really jumps and pops nicely. Now,
and if I refresh it right now,
once I hit publish, you can.
Oh yeah. Okay, I do a refresh.
Mm-hmm.
It's loading. Okay.
Now, what we're going to do here is
go.
We're going to add a little bit of a social presence to this. Not just social, but something that actually may bring more value. Maybe Martin's LinkedIn connection. Okay, at least for a B2B, it's probably a very popular thing to do, and people can see what you're doing on LinkedIn. So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to pop out to Mobilution.
Okay.
It's inside our WordPress site, or our main site. We've got a bunch of little cool things for you to do. You can search for. Yes, so you can see Halloween is coming.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I'm going to search for LinkedIn. Okay. And okay, so plugins. Okay, we're going to have a category called plugins, and they're not really plugins; they're just sort of little snippets. And what you do is you click on here, and it's going to tell you. This gives you the ability to go, oh, I want to put a LinkedIn widget inside my mobile page. It's inside my my vCard section. So I want a member profile. Okay. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull up mine. Okay. And Martin, do you have a LinkedIn?
Yeah, sure do. It's everything except, the last part is Martin Brossman, just written together.
Okay. And there you go. Now, okay, so we have a couple of different types we can look at, right? We can either show connections, we can do inline, icon and name icon. I like to show connections. It's my thing, but you can always change it. And so we'll say get code. And we'll copy this, which is Command C. Then we go back to the builder, okay? And we go to add an HTML field, okay? And I just do this, Command V, Confirm. Now you won't see it in here because we disabled JavaScript, so this way we don't get bothered by it as we work. But publish, and now if you just all refresh that page that you just had open, that looking at Martin's page, you'll see now his.
Okay, hold it. Let me do a refresh. 1 second.
And for everybody else, what I'll do is I'll give you a QR code one more time if you need to scan it again.
I seem to have. Let me just rescan it. 1 second. So get up there, go back. Come on, friend, scan for me. There we go. Loading. And do a refresh.
No, you should have to refresh. You just load.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a let's see. Hold it. Come on. Now I didn't quite. Oh, there it is, right there at the bottom. Let's see if we can get that to come on, be visible.
Well, I can't turn it on here, but what I can do is I can. If you take a screen capture, you can send that out. You can send that to yourself, and then you can show it on the screen if you want.
Yep.
I'm actually going to scan this myself real fast.
I'm going to show my screen right now so it gets captured here. There we go. So that's showing what it looks.
Yep.
And then one of the things I'll probably do is turn my cell phone around so I'm kind of facing the content. And all that's doable because I can change it myself when it's done, which is great.
So you see, in a very short time, Martin, you could actually have an entire setup of contact pages set up from a mobile standpoint for all your employees very quickly and very easily. And if you like, and it's something that you have a lot of employees where you need some help with, we're always open to sending us a spreadsheet and we'll flow it in for you. So this way we'll make it real fast.
Yeah.
So with that said, Martin, I think that was pretty much it.
Wow, this is just dynamite. I'm excited to play with it. We're having a meeting this evening to go over things, so we'll get this, and then I'm eager I'll get from you the updated QR code so I get it on all locations leading to this. This is a fantastic. Really, what you've got is kind of to me, a hybrid between a drag and drop and as easy as WordPress mobile platform that can really, in many ways, replace an expensive mobile app. Looking forward to it.
Very cool. Hold on a second. Let me get a screen share. Oh, actually, can I just show two things real fast?
Please do.
Cool. All right. So, folks, what you saw there is that was neat. We've had some issues with having everything inside a phone screen. What happens is as you start to build deeper and deeper into a page and you need to have smaller images or pieces, we noticed that it got very tough and it was challenging for a lot of people because the screen was so small. So what we've done is we've listened, and starting next week, this will be the new screen layouts. So you'll have a couple of different ways you can work in here and get a good idea of how this is how your mobile page will display on a bunch of different items. So this would be a tablet in a portrait mode. This will be tablet in landscape mode. This is phone.
Hold on a second. You're not sharing. Go back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. It was hard to see it off the reflection of your glasses.
Come on now. It should be no problem. Okay, let's start over again. Okay. Sure.
Now we know the three categories when they're excited.
There you go.
Go ahead. There you go. Okay.
So we'll start real fast. So building in this screen was tough at times when you got very small. So as you built columns or you built images that you needed in there, but they started getting tiny because we were actually trying to portray you inside the phone, we realized that was getting tough for folks. It wasn't flowing easily. So what we've done is we've given you the ability to, one, see how your phone, to a very close degree, how your design is going to look in different items. This would be tablet portrait, tablet landscape, phone portrait. This one here where we're still working on. Right now, this is how an iPhone 4S looks. That would be the iPhone 4S landscape. And then what we've done is, and this may seem a little overbearing, but don't fret when you see this, but this is the ability for you when you start to get really tiny, moving items around with a drop and drag area can be challenging. So what we've done is we've given you a big screen. So you can play all you want, and then when you put your item in place, you can go back
and make sure it's not too tiny to see. So what a great idea.
Very good, right, exactly. What's going to happen here, this button here, starting next week is preview. It's almost ready, which is it will put it in a phone screen for you. It'll put it in the different phone sizes. We'll have 3 buttons here that'll have the 3 most recent pages you've worked on. So this way you can actually pull up a different page and see it. That's what's going on. So we've listened and we're playing, and very shortly, if you may or may not like this background to build in, what we've done is we're going to give you the choice. It may be in the next iteration, but we're going to give you the choice of changing your builder background so it's a little bit more comfortable for you. So that's that. And then finally, as I mentioned to Martin, it is Halloween, and also we are pushing out next week a whole new pricing schema for everybody. It's going to be a lot more affordable. It's going to be very neat. And then for the folks that actually don't want to have a subscription, we're going to have an option where you can actually buy it, and there'll be a yearly maintenance fee for yourself. And then you can actually buy it. We'll load it on your server. We'll maintain it. Hold on. There we go. And for a yearly fee, it's going to be very nominal. We'll maintain it. So there's a whole brand new push, and here is our new video.
Cool.
We hope you like it. So, and also we've got a bunch of Halloween stuff coming out very soon. Anyway, I'll stop that and stop annoying your folks. So that's it, Martin. You know, that's pretty much it.
Go ahead and get back to our picture. So you'll hit stop screen share. Good. Excellent. I want to tell you something I'm playing with Greg and I working on our social selling platform, and that is Slack for communicating. It's been around for a while, slack.com. And I'm just curious if you've, I know you work with developers, but I just thought I'd mention it, something I'm playing with. It lets you get off of email and have one place where all communications occur. So it's not a project management, but a communication tool for a team. And you and I work with collaborative teams. So I want to tell you, I'm experimenting. Can I bring in on the paid service somebody that will work for a while and then not, and be able to communicate very effectively on a project? So I'd like to share that with you.
Cool. Do you need help with that? Is that what you're asking?
What's that?
Are you just telling, or are you asking?
No, I'm asking if you mess with it or try it. What I think I might do is see if I can add you on my business one, so you and I can, when we're talking about these things, use it as a communication tool.
Awesome. We'd be very interested in playing there. It sounds like a fun place to play. Building a social communication portal is something everybody's trying to do. We all want it. We all want this one-stop shop, especially for guys like us. Like one of my clients, Bob Rouse, has 6 locations. So that's 6 Google Plus pages I have to maintain, and on top of all my others. And the challenge we have is that Google only allows you to take a company, if it has more than 10 locations, to manage as a one-stop shop. I could never understand why they do that. But having a one-stop shop, and if there was a way to integrate where I can make changes, would be really fun to play with.
Yeah, we'll mess with it. But this is exciting. I'm eager to get in and start messing with it and experimenting with changing things around, and then I'll have more questions on it and get you back as it comes, the next versions come out.
Cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm going to, excuse me. We're going to start having actual training sessions. We've always wanted to do them, just been stuck doing a bunch of other things. But we're going to have weekly training sessions and weekly launch sessions. We're going to show people what the best practices are for things like how do I use my business card now? How do I leverage this digital card? And we're going to teach people what a good way to use, how to use it in the digital world. So it's how to send it alongside with a Twitter feed, or how to send it when I text, right? So when I text, my digital business card goes out every single time I text. So things like that. So this way you can start to see how using a mobile site works over, say, a responsive site. That type of thing.
Yeah.
So there'll be, that's going to go on probably, we're going to think initially it's probably bi-weekly, but eventually we want to get to a point where we're doing it once or twice a week for 1,000 different reasons. So
yeah, great, excellent. Well, thanks, and look for the content below to get more links to learn about this system. So we'll get all your contact data down there. We did this in a quick impromptu, so I will update that right after the show, and then look forward to learning more as we move forward on this. Excellent.
Great.
Thanks again. Always excited to use your products and services, and looking forward to this next one.
Sounds great. Thanks very much, Martin.